Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I'm gonna go behind the scenes of my recreation of the Pink Project, telling you about the Pink Project and how I found it and how it has inspired me. So first things first, what is the Pink Project? The Pink Project is a photography series made by the Korean photographer Jeongmee Yoon that documents the pink toys, clothing, books, and different objects collected by American and Korean children. With the popularity of the Pink Project, Jeongmee Yoon made the Blue Project, and the Pink Project was renamed the Pink and Blue Project. Yoon came up with the idea to make the Pink and Blue Project after her daughter who loved the color pink so much that she only wanted to wear pink clothes and play with pink toys and objects. So she took a picture of her daughter with all her pink objects, but then realized that her daughter's case was not unusual, and she started taking pictures of other children with their collections of pink and blue in New Jersey, New York, and Seoul. On Jeongmee Yoon's website, she says, "The United States, South Korea, and all over the world, young girls love pink clothing, accessories, and toys. This phenomenon is widespread among children among various ethnic groups regardless of their cultural backgrounds. Perhaps it's the influence of persuasive commercial advertisements aimed at little girls and parents, such as the universally popular Barbie and Hello Kitty merchandise." To prove her statement, I compiled a bunch of items that were aimed at young girls and young boys, and I noticed a pattern. Most of the items for young girls were pink, while most of the items for young boys were blue. Yoon also said, "The differences between girls' objects and boys are divided and affect their thinking and behavioral patterns. Many toys and books for girls are pink, purple, or red, and are related to makeup, dress-up, cooking, and domestic affairs. However, most toys and books that are made for boys are made from the different shades of blue and are related to robots, industry, science, dinosaurs, and etc. And like the last example I did, I compiled a bunch of books that were aimed towards young girls and young boys, and it's the same thing." Yoon also said, "This phenomenon is intense as the Barbie craze. Manufacturers produce anthropomorphic ponies that have the characteristics of young girls. They have barrettes, combs, and accessories, and the girls adorn them and make up the ponies. These kinds of divided guidelines for the two genders deeply affect children's gender group identification and social learning." But I want to tell you that it wasn't always that pink was for girls and blue was for boys. It actually used to be that blue was for girls and pink was for boys. Back then, the color pink was associated with strength and masculinity, and blue was associated with gracefulness and femininity. Pink was once a color that was associated with masculinity, considered to be a watered-down version of red, and held the power associated with that color. In 1914, the Sunday Sentinel, an American newspaper, advised mothers to use pink for the boy and blue for the girl if you are a follower of convention. The change to pink for girls and blue for boys happened in America and elsewhere only after World War II. As modern society entered 20th century political correctness, the concept of gender equality emerged, and as a result reversed the perspective on the colors associated with each gender, as well as the superficial connections attached to them. Today, the effects of advertising on consumer preferences, these color customs are a worldwide standard, according to Jeongmee Yoon. Now that you have some info about the Pink and Blue Project and the origins of color relations with gender, I'm going to tell you guys on how I found out about the project. When I was about 5 to 6 years old, I was searching up girls' room, mainly because I wanted inspiration for my room back then. And after looking at all the pictures, I stumbled across a photo of a girl dressed in pink, and the room was covered in so many pink things. And when I saw that photo, I was just so fascinated by all the pink things in the room and questioned if that was a real room or not. And I immediately forgot about the photo after looking at it for a few seconds. Well, can you honestly blame me for forgetting about it? I was 6. But 7 years later, I was thinking about the photo I found when I was 6 and wondered, was that photo of the girl in the room covered in pink? And I searched up girls' room again. When I found the photo and reverse Google image searched it, I found that the source of the image was from a 15-year-old project about gender consumerism and the origins of color with gender, aka the Pink Project. And I fell in love with this project ever since the day I found the project, and decided that 2 years later I will recreate the project because I have a lot of pink things in my room, and that leads me to the process of the making of my recreation of the project. So how I started the process of making the project is that before I started doing the project, I put all of my pink things into large boxes and organized them by clothing, plushies, dolls, bags, and all their miscellaneous objects. On the day of the project, the first thing my mom and I did was started setting up my clothes. We used twine and clothespins for the clothes to stay on the wall, and then we put clothes on the right side table. Then I started putting my plushies on the bed. Then I started putting random stuff such as dolls, shoes, bags, and other random objects on the floor. Then it's time to start taking photos. My mom took about 50 pictures on my camera and 4 pictures on her phone to make sure we found the perfect shot to use to upload online after a few shots. We got the perfect shots that I could upload online, and after we took the photos, we started to disassemble everything, and let me tell you, it took a long time to disassemble everything because my mom and I kept getting sensory deprivation from all the pink things around my room, but luckily we were able to remove everything, and I got my room back to its normal state. So the reactions I got from my recreation of the pink project were very positive. One person said that it should belong in the museum, and people who talked to me in person even questioned if that was my actual room, which I felt it was interesting. But when I found out that Jeongmee Yoon liked my photo, I was overjoyed by the fact that she liked my photo because I was like, wow, one of my favorite artists liked my photo, and I was surprised by the fact that I took all this time and effort to make this post. All jokes aside, Jeongmee Yoon has been a huge inspiration for me, for basically a lot of my craziness when it comes to the expression of myself through fashion, room decor, and sometimes even my artwork. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm so sorry that this video took so long. I want to put as much background information for this video so that correct information be given, so there would be as little information as possible. And also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Bye everyone!